Well, I think I'm getting back into this sort of vlogging lark again, because I've even started writing notes and little lists of things that I could possibly talk about along the lines of either what I've been doing or what I might be doing, or even, and you know, with the recent passing of Peter Geriatric 1927 and the sort of videos that he used to do about looking back over his life. Okay, he had probably far more interesting life than I will ever have, and obviously a great deal more in the word of the years that he spent. But in my sort of 50 odd years, you know, experienced a few things, as we all do. But you know, some people are interested in some of the things, you know, judging by comments that I've had either online or in person about some of the things that I've done. And once again, that sort of digital record thing and keeping it for posterity, and even for myself to look back while I remember these things myself. And I think that's why a lot of people did, probably Peter as well, did that. It's putting it out there. He sadly is no longer with us, but his videos are. Hopefully I'm going to be around for a few years, but you get the drift, I think. And even I bought this little thing now on top of the camera. Very cheap it was off of, you know, one of those auction sites or one of those shopping sites or something. So I can put my iPhone, it actually sits on top of the tripod, so I don't, you know, holding the camera out like this, it's not easy after a while. But there's certain subjects I wanted to talk about, and I've written a couple down. Things like when I used to play the drums, and some of them, yeah, obviously are musically related, and also to do with some comments I've had about certain things that have happened to me recently that make you realise just how some of those things that you've done in the past have actually touched other people in ways that you don't remember, or you don't actually realise. I won't go into it now, but that people say, oh yeah, I remember when this happened, Andy, or something, and because of that I did this or something. Little things like that, little stories to relate. But also sort of my time running, when I've done the London Marathon was last week, and happened to put up some sort of post, and sort of the last time I ran the London Marathon was 1998. But there's quite a lot of stuff there which I'm very proud of having done, you know, at that time. So I thought I'd sort of relay some of that sort of thing as well for people who might be starting, who don't know that I've done that in the past or whatever. And also about my sort of time on the railway, because one of those things that I was on the railway for sort of 35 years or so, and never used to speak about it because I worked there, and didn't want, you know, didn't sort of go into all the bits and pieces. But now I've been away from it, and there's another topic that will come out of that as well. Some of the things that I did at that particular time, including the time that I derailed a train. Now that sounds quite interesting. A little story around that, but once again, a little taster, should we say. So there you go, just some sort of ideas, and maybe lots of other things will come out of this as well, but just a little video testing a little tripody thing. Looks good actually, quite nice little investment, only about a £5 as well. So there you go, some idea of some of the things that may well come up in the future. Anyway, I'll speak to you again soon. Goodbye.